Okay, so week 3, session 5 is our mid-plan test. Now what you're about to see is me doing my test, and this was during the Scottish Indoor Rowing Championships. If you want to skip this, then zip on about 4 minutes into this video, and that is where I've basically just rerun the baseline test video that's kicked off all of this plan. So what you need to do is jump back to that and then do your mid-plan test. Anyway, here we go with my race. Blimey, that wasn't fun. Excuse me. Wow. Hi. Well, it was faster than my baseline. But the wheels definitely came off with about 200 to go. I just felt all strength go, and if you look at the video, I could even see in the mirror that I have that my technique was shot. I was basically just leaning in as far as I could and using upper body instead of trusting my lower body. Yeah. What's it telling me? It could be the long 5k row I had to do in order to make weight, but unlikely. Right, step out screen for a second. So, not check the official time yet. We'll be on this. It's 1:30.1 for my finishing time, which is 2.1 seconds faster than the baseline I set 3 weeks ago. And the good thing is, I started off a lot faster. I was down at like 128-ish, I think. I'll see if they put proper telemetry on. So I was going fast, but then it all dropped off. So maybe over the next 2 weeks, I can try and work on why I wasn't able to hold it for quite as long. So where we have been doing the kind of short high intensity interval training sessions, maybe it's time to do slightly longer ones, because I just couldn't hold it. I got, we'll say, 45 seconds into that, if it's around about the 250 mark, I just couldn't hold the power or the pace anymore, so we need to work on that, don't we? Anyway, thanks for joining me for that one. Hope you enjoyed it, hope your training's going well. Make sure and have a cool down, that's what I'm going to do next, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Don't go anywhere yet. Remember, it's your turn to do a 500 meter test. Just follow along with this RowAlong video. Let's get into our 20-minute warm-up. Let's start off by setting up the drag factor on the machine. If you don't know about drag factor, then please check out the video on this YouTube channel. It'll let you know what it is and kind of a good idea where to set it. Then go to your monitor and set it at eye height, so you don't have to look up and you don't have to look down. And then finally, the foot straps to cover either the bottom lace of your shoe, or if you're in socks like me, they'll just let you bend comfortably at the front of the machine. So here we go then. Starting at 18 strokes per minute. And your pace is going to be round about 2k plus 22, so slightly slower than the normal 18s. Here we go then, in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so like I say, slightly slower. Usually I'd say 18 strokes a minute should be around about 2k plus 20, but anywhere between 2k plus 22 to say 24 even, just for these first 4 minutes. So this is just getting your body used to the fact that you'll be rowing today for these first 4 minutes. So you're not worried about pace. You're just making sure that you're getting the sequencing right. As you get warmer and your body eases off, you can start to think about things like, are you pushing off with the legs? Do you have a good posture at the front? Nice, powerful back as you pick up the flywheel, holding that forward lean as you drive with the legs, and then maintaining a powerful back as you finish at that kind of 11 o'clock position. Should feel the heart rate rising a little bit by now as we get to 2 minutes into this. So basically all we're doing is we'll do 4 minutes at this pace, then 4 minutes at 20 strokes a minute, slightly faster. And then we basically just increase the stroke rate and pace, and then have 30 seconds rests, and just go through the 20 minutes that way. But like I say, by the end of the 20-minute warm-up, it should mean you're sufficiently warm and ready for an all-out 500 meter test. Now, the difference, the kind of awkward thing about doing a distance-based row rather than a time-based row is you may finish before me, and I may finish before you. So what I'm going to do, well, first off, I'm not really going to talk through the test. Voiceover man might make a reappearance if I don't say much, but I'm also going to give 3 minutes for it in total. So I'll finish mine, but I might just loop my rowing and then make it last 3 minutes. So hopefully you'll still have
on screen or audio to row along to. We'll see how that works. We'll find out in the edit, hey? But hopefully it'll make sense. Right, so in 3 more strokes, gonna up the stroke rate to 20 strokes a minute, and you're gonna go to around about 2k plus 20. So here we go. 2k plus, 18 to 20 now for the next 4 minutes. A bit closer to the pace we'd normally do 20 strokes a minute at. And hopefully, after that initial 4 minutes, you're feeling properly limber, nice and warm, or getting nice and warm, and you can really focus now on your stroke. So let's take it from the front. Nice straight arms as you pick up the catch. Relaxed shoulders, relaxed arms. Handle at a neutral height. Shins pointing vertical. So you need to slide forward just enough for your shins to point vertical. Try not to go too far past it, please. Vertical's perfect. You're going to be leaning slightly forwards to a 1 o'clock position with a powerful back sitting on your sit bones, core braced, and then as you start the drive, get those heels planted into the foot plate and really try and visualize pushing the machine away from you with your feet. It's all very good just hearing those words and thinking about it, but trust me, it does make a huge difference to actually visualize pushing it away from you. And then as you start that push, keep your forward lean until your legs are about halfway done, and then swing through your hips into that 11 o'clock position. And once you've got your back swing done, that is when you finally bend your elbows and pull your arms in to finish the stroke. So you're not pulling your arms at all until the very end of the stroke. That's really important. Try not to grab early by bending your elbows too soon and leaking a lot of power, fighting against the leg power and the flywheel with your biceps. I'm sure you have lovely biceps, but wait until you actually need them before you use them. All right, so 7 strokes to go, and then we're going to go back down to 18 strokes a minute and 2k plus 22. So you're just easing off slightly here. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. So back down to 18 strokes. We're just going to do this for 2 minutes. Just a nice kind of, I'd say recovery, but you shouldn't really have been working that hard at the 20 strokes anyway, so, but it just settles you down a little bit. Keeps you moving, but doesn't sap your energy. Gonna get you stoked up and ready to increase your stroke rate and pace over the next 10 minutes. Don't worry, it'll make sense when we're doing it. So, the plan itself is going to be based around 5 sessions a week. 3 of them are going to be long, slow sessions, and 2 of them are going to be power sessions, either developing your leg strength or developing your speed on the machine, or both. But I'm also going to be adding in some weight sessions too, which I won't be filming for the RowAlong stuff, but I will be describing. So you can follow along the entire plan if you wish. Okay, so in 3 more strokes, we're going to go up to 22 strokes a minute. That last stroke coming up. And you want your pace to be 2k plus 16. So here we go. 22. And we're doing this for 2 minutes. So just let your increase in stroke rate be what guides the pace increase. You'll have to give a slightly more of a shove from your legs in order to increase your stroke rate. And that should be what gets you to pace. So for me, 2k plus 16 is 201. So I really want to be seeing 201 on my monitor right now. 1 more minute at this pace. And then we'll ease back to the 18s for 30 seconds. Before increasing again. Like I say, it's a long warm-up. It's actually, when you think about it, it's a great session on its own. If you do a warm-up like this, just as a session that you want to do, but it's best before a test. Okay, so 2 more strokes, 1 more, and back down to 18s. Now we're only doing this for 30 seconds. Then we're going to go up to 24 strokes a minute and 2k plus 12. So 2 more strokes. 1 more. All right, here we go. 24. We're doing this for 1.5 minutes. So I want this around about 157 is 2k plus 12 for me. I don't want to overload the stroke rate by pushing too hard. I'm just letting my body get faster and faster along with the stroke rate. This way, fatigue shouldn't set in. Because the last thing you want to do is warm up for so long at too high a pace that then means you're fatigued before the actual test itself. That would be silly. All right, less than 30 seconds. And then we go back down to those 18s again. Right, 4 strokes to go. One more. And back to 18. And around about 2k plus 22 pace again. Just for 30 seconds. And then we're going to go up to 26 strokes a minute and 2k plus 9 for 1 minute. Okay, last stroke. All right, here we go. And we're off. 26. So I want to be 154 here. Remember, just add 9 seconds to your average 2k time. And hopefully you're finding it okay to go up through the stroke rates here. Less than 30 seconds to go. Doing well. You shouldn't feel anywhere near exhausted. If you do, when it comes to the 18s, back right off, okay? 2 more strokes. 1 more. All right. 18 strokes a minute. 2k plus 22 or slower if you need to. Next up, we're 28 strokes a minute at 2k plus 5 for 30 seconds. 2 more strokes. 1 more. Here we go. So I want to be 150, so I'm a bit shy right now. There we go. Ten more seconds. 3 strokes. 2. Last one. Back to 18. And then we're going to do 15 seconds at 30 strokes a minute and 2k pace. And that's coming up in 2 more strokes. Last one. Right, here we go. 1 stroke every 2 seconds. 2k pace. So 145 for me. This may be slightly under your actual stroke rate. There we go. And 18s all the way home. So just let your body ease down. Your heart rate will hopefully be around, I don't know, about 30 beats off your max. So you're close, you're getting up there, but you're not anywhere near maximum. Your legs shouldn't feel drained. You'll be breathing a little bit heavier, but this 2-minute 45 tail end to this warm-up will help settle everything down. And then the time between stopping the warm-up and starting the 500 meter test, that will be like hitting recharge on your energy system. Just a couple of minutes, enough to just get the fuel back in your muscles. Have a drink of water, make sure you're hydrated. Get your mindset and focus right to be able to hold on for however long it's going to take you to do your 500 meters. And then, like I say, I'll leave a 3-minute gap of rowing for that test. And then if you finish before then, just zip the video or audio on until the end of the 3-minute gap. Suddenly struggled with that last sentence. Now you'll see that pace-wise, I'm right down right now. I'm 2k plus 30 right now, just to paddle home. I don't want to stress my body at all. I want to let it start to recover. So, 2 more strokes. There we go. So that's our 20-minute warm-up done, which for me was a good 4,780 meters. So it all counts to the logbook, all goes to the team. So anyway, have a drink, keep moving up and down the rail, and I'll quickly just describe how we're going to do this 500 meter test. So then, 500 meter test. First up, just go ahead and load 500 meters into your screen. There's no worry about sync and etc. today, so make sure and put in the 500 meters so that you can come back to it and you know you've done exactly 500 meters and you're not like 510 or something and it's all skewed off. So load up 500 meters into the monitor. Now the start of the 500 meters is slightly different, where basically you're going to go woof woof woof, like 3 really quick fast strokes to just really get that flywheel up moving. And then after that, you're basically just holding on for the next, I don't know, 50 to 70 strokes, depending on how many strokes it's going to take for you to get to the end. There isn't particularly any pacing for a 500 meters. You're just going as fast as you can for as short as you can, okay? So it really is just about holding on and not giving in when your lungs are busting and your legs are screaming. You just want to keep going and get to the end, okay? So in terms of tier workouts, this 500 meters is a very top tier workout. That's a lot of tops. So I am not going to do any talking through this because I want to concentrate on getting the 500 meters in the bank that I want to. So voiceover man will take over. And like I say, I'm going to leave a 3-minute gap for this for you to fit in your own 500 meters. So make sure and if you're either going to wait out that 3 minutes if you finish before, then just do some light moving up and down or lying on the ground and heavy breathing. Or you can also just zip the video or the audio on to get to the end of that 3 minutes. Okay, right. So voiceover man, would you like to take over?
Why, of course, that's very kind of you.
Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go with the fast start. So look at that. So really get that flywheel up to speed instantly. You can see my stroke rate is up in the low 40s. This is pretty much where I plan to hold it for the duration of this row. Now, seriously, from the start, it's all about giving as much as you can. This isn't a paced row, so you don't start slow and try and finish with a sprint. You just try and give everything. Looking at my current pace, I'm kind of looking at a 1:32 finish if I can try and hold how fast I'm going. Heart rate's already climbing up there. Breathing's starting to get a little laboured, and this is the important part right now, is to make sure you're taking in the breath you need and getting rid of that carbon dioxide as quick as possible. Try and find a rhythm, a breathing rhythm that works for you. But all the time, think about that good hard drive out from the front. And then a powerful finish. You can hear that clicking sound. That's the speed of the handle coming in and out as it comes into my chest. The little U loop just bangs off itself, so come on. Drive hard with those legs, launch yourself out the front. Get your blue fireballs surging each time you press off. Almost there for me. So that's me finished my 500, but as I said, I'm rolling on for this full 3 minutes. So keep going. Push hard with the legs. Push that machine away from you. Make sure and keep your technique. Lean in at the front, back at the back. Pull those arms in to finish. Everything should be about getting as much power as you can here. Take in those breaths, get the carbon dioxide out. You shouldn't have that much long to go, so you should be fine. Just keep going. Maybe count down the strokes. Look at your monitor, keep an eye on it, and just see how you're getting on towards the end. Get that connection right at the front. Make sure to connect with the flywheel each drive, each time you push that machine away with your feet. And it's alright, you've got this. Come on, we're almost there. Just focus. This is your baseline test. This is what you're going to be faster than by the time you get to the end of the plan. Keep going. Push hard with those legs. Keep your posture right. Breathe. A few more strokes to go and we're almost there. Come on, last couple of pushes. Good job. Well done. Well done, John. And it's bye-bye from me as voiceover man.
Whew. Well, don't know about you, but for me, that was a bit of a shock. Don't think I've done anything that top end in quite a while. Even all the stuff for the 2K and 5K training plan didn't take me near that point. The last, I don't know, 150 meters, I just kept on looking at the distance and thinking, oh crikey, there's still all this way to go. Anyway, right, let's get into a 2-minute cool down. If you're still breathing hard, having just done that, then either hit pause or, you know me, I always talk for a while afterwards anyway, so climb on when you can. Make sure and just fit in a cool down. Okay, here we go. Oh, hang on. Let's reset the monitor. There we go. Okay, here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, for only 1 minute 32's worth of rowing, I'm absolutely exhausted now. Whew. Now, for me, it's an eye-opener. My PB is, I think, 127.6, and the last time I did a 500 meter, I think it was 130, I think I did it in. I'll have to check the results. So 132.2 shows I'm very much lacking in something. Fitness kind of went away on me for that last 150 meters, but I really think it was power that I'm lacking. So it'll be interesting to watch it back as well and see just how bad my technique was. I'm pretty sure I was really leaning in at the front to try and get more length, which is okay, but I wonder whether I'm leaking power doing that. Certainly risking injury. So anyway, with that baseline test banked, I now have something to work towards in 4 weeks' time, assuming the Scottish Indoor Championships go ahead. They are virtual, so I can't see why they wouldn't. So training starts in earnest with a long, slow row. Whew. There we go. So like I said, keep on rowing to extend your cool down to make sure that you're fully recovered and happy to stop. I don't want you to seize up or cramp or whatever because you didn't cool down enough. So there we go. Right. I'll take that away and think about how to make sure I can be faster. I want to definitely duck under 130 for the Scottish, and hopefully I can go faster for the British a couple of weeks after that, but we'll have to see. Right, so there we go. Baseline test for the 500 meters done. I hope you'll join me in the plan. I'll of course explain everything during the sessions, and there will be a new plan on the RowAlong.com section, or the training plan section. So I'll add this 500 meters to the 2K and 5K plans that are already there. Thank you very much for watching or listening, and I'll see you as we start the plan. Bye bye.